Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for more UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Today's matchup, Atlanta United Academy versus Kalonji Pro Profile, and it's next.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Atlanta United's training grounds for this matchup between Atlanta United Academy and Kalonji Pro Profile. Larry Weaver here alongside Andre Bomar. Jason Longshore will be on in just a few moments to bring you all the action. And Dre, we have an interesting matchup here because it all comes down to this. We're week 12, Atlanta United Academy, if they can come away with a win, they get to lift the regular season trophy.
It's a simple equation all the way around for Atlanta United. A win is the title, and so it's something that they've been working for a long time to really dominate this division, and they've done a great job this season. We were unsure about how they would start with so many changes early in the season, but they've really come on strong here, especially late in the season, whereas Kalonji has struggled on and off throughout this season, and right now they're trying to solidify a higher place in the playoff picture here.
And you look at the table right now, Atlanta United sitting on top with 28 points, win it out, 31 points, they walk away with the title. They also get first round bye in the playoffs. Dalton United, this time they're going to be out on the outside looking in. They're going to be the bridesmaids because nothing that they could do for Atlanta United. They just ran away with this late in the season. We saw some unbelievable scores late in this season. And we step away for the national anthem. Just getting done with the opening festivities for today's matchup. Like we were talking about, so much to play for. We're going to hand this off. Jason Longshore is going to make the call. Jason, take it away.
Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Andre. Let's get into this. Atlanta United's Academy team can clinch the top seed, clinch home field advantage all the way through, and clinch a regular season title with a win tonight. 28 points. They can't be caught on goal differential, on goals scored, any tiebreaker you want to throw at it. If they get the 3 points tonight, they win the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. KSA Pro Profile, they still have some games in hand. They have to win this and get some help and climb the ladder with those games in hand to make up some ground. The playoffs just around the corner, going to be very exciting as the top 7 teams will get in. The number 1 team will have a bye in the quarterfinal round, and then they will host as long as they stay in the rest of the way. I have your starting lineup for the Atlanta United Academy team. Kyle Jansen in goal, Seamus Streelman at left back, 2 center backs, Miles Hadley and Ollie Wagner. Your right back is Sean Lanza. The midfield trio, Campbell Reese, Luke Hutzel, and Pavel Romero. And the front 3, Michael Howard on the left, Stephen Herlock on the right, and Matt Dijon up top. Dijon is tied for the Golden Boot lead in the Premier Division with 12 goals in 11 games. Emmanuel Lom of North Georgia also on 12 goals. Patrick Okonkwo trying to catch that number. He's a few goals behind, and he is in the starting lineup for KSA tonight, the number 14 on the left wing. A few mystery players in the KSA starting lineup. Apologize up front for not having all of the names. The lineup sheets were not done in time for us to get them. Let's kick it for 45 minutes from Marietta. Atlanta United's Academy team, U19s primarily, all in black, red trim, gold numbers. KSA in the all white with black trim. Atlanta starting with possession on the back line. Sean Lanza, 11 starts in MLS Next Pro this season, also coming off of a U.S. Youth National Team camp. Lanza, his long diagonals picked off. Down the right side, here comes KSA. Cross, nobody home. That's going to be picked up. Howard with the initial interception. Atlanta tries to get out down the left. Able to find space in the middle. Here come the 5 stripes. Howard on the right. Cutting across, looking for options. Recycling possession right now, Atlanta United. Back to Lanza, back into the middle. Campbell Reese opens things up to the left. Streelman back to Reese. Reese drops it back. Hadley over the top. Looking for the flick on, that doesn't connect. Atlanta doesn't win the ball back. It's back to Henry Pleites. Up the left side to Okonkwo. Drop back, KSA in a little bit of trouble with the high press from Atlanta. They have to concede possession by playing long. Miles Hadley will run that one down. Campbell Reese headed to Cornell eventually to continue his soccer career. And back to Jansen, who is headed to Syracuse. Wind picking up a bit here tonight in Marietta, the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta training ground. Here on the newly resodded Showcase field. Perfect conditions on the field, if a little cold for us up here in the booth. KSA trying to make things happen in the attacking third. Sliding challenge from Hadley. He's late. Going to be a free kick. This one will be just outside of 25 yards out as we take another look at that foul. Just a late sliding challenge from Hadley right there. Caught Saman William. KSA will have a free kick. Junior Sandoval among the players standing over it, as is Tony Tiente, former Atlanta United 2 midfielder. 3 options for KSA. Wall is set, just over 28 yards out. Tiente into the wall. Follow-up opportunity, sliced out. That's going to be a goal kick. Tony Tiente spent the last couple of years with Atlanta United 2 in the USL Championship and MLS Next Pro. He went with this with the right foot. Wasn't able to clear the wall. And Atlanta restarts with the goal kick. Reese through the middle and flicked on. Here comes Matthew DeJean into the 18. Rifles a shot into the upper net. Goal, goal, goal. Matthew DeJean with a rocket in the 5th minute. No chance for Pleites to get his hands up in time. The flick on at midfield was outstanding from Michael Howard. And DeJean with the rocket. Sorry, it was Stephen Herlock with the flick. DeJean with the goal, Herlock with the assist, and Atlanta has the 1-0 lead in the 5th minute. Goal number 13 for Matthew DeJean on the year. That puts him in the lead for the Golden Boot race. 3 appearances with Atlanta United, 2 in MLS Next Pro this past season. Early birthday present for Matthew, turned 17 in less than a couple weeks. He's got Atlanta in the early lead here tonight. KSA trying to build up out of the back. Pleites tries to get to Okonkwo. It does. Pressure from Howard. KSA works it to the back and now finds Tiente at midfield. Over to Pavlovsky. Cross to the right to Ibrahima Damfa. High pressure. Damfa's able to evade that. Up the right side, initial header 1. Back heel doesn't quite come off. Cleared out, KSA throw. Nice defensive work from Ollie Wagner on that far side. Thrown into the 18. Cross looking for Junior Sandoval. He's not able to bring that down. Opportunity to break for Atlanta. Michael Howard inside to Pavel Romero. Wagner, Hadley, back to Wagner. Up the left side this time. Howard chasing. DeJean was chasing that time, didn't get to it. Atlanta continues to counter press though. Ball turns over, they immediately find another gear to try to win it back. Kevin Diaz opens it up to the right side for KSA. They're into the middle third. Tiente to Pavlovsky, pressured by Romero. Back to Damfa. Up the right side, Tiente back on it. Tiente working the combinations through the middle. Atlanta able to clear initially, but it's played back in. Okonkwo chasing, doesn't get to it. Flag was up anyway on the far side. Well defended by Sean Lanza. Kyle Jansen, the South African youth national team player, plays it long into the center circle. Tiente wins it back. Long diagonal comes up a little bit short. Wagner heads it down to Hadley. Jansen. Just enough of a shimmy there from the goalkeeper. Creates the passing lane that he wanted. KSA back on it. Into the 18. Cut back. Sandoval. Back heel. Tiente. Can't control that flick. Two very experienced players in Junior Sandoval and Tony Tiente try to combine for KSA. Jansen will set it down and restart. Through the middle, it's won back by Romero. Stephen Herlock knocked that back to Romero. Jansen to Wagner. Jansen. Wagner in Atlanta surveying. Trying to pull this KSA team apart, make them a little impatient, get them starting to chase. Romero tries to play Herlock over the top. That's won by Hutzel. He plays it across. Opportunity here for Dijon to add to the Golden Boot lead. Goal, goal, goal. Matthew Dijon again. Fourteenth of the season. He's set up by Luke Hutzel, and Dijon does the rest. Gets in behind. Playtez can't get there fast enough. And Atlanta United's academy team takes a 2-0 lead in the 10th minute. So far, it is the Matthew Dijon show tonight. 2 goals in 10, and Atlanta has grabbed control of this one as they try to seal the regular season title. Tiente drops it back off the kickoff. Damfa nowhere to go. Back to the right. Pavlovsky spins. Able to find William. William once again now in the attacking half. Not on the same page on that far side. Throw Atlanta. Turn into Herlock. Shows the juggling skills, trying to get this under control. He does. Can't get down the left side. Seamus Streelman. Atlanta trying to win it back on that far side. Forearm shiver. Works to create the space. Cross. Canceled out by Lanza. Atlanta trying to force the turnover. Damfa comes up to regain possession. Sandoval turns to his right. The Honduran plays it through the middle. Nobody can get on the end of that, though. Luke Hutzel resets things to the back. Lanza. Over to Howard. Back to Lanza. Longer up the right side. Wind in their face. That knocks that down a little bit. KSA with an opportunity here. Samuel Pavlovsky. Quick 1-2. Back on it. Damfa. Tiente. Over to the right side. Drop back to Tony Tiente. Trying to find an angle. Wasn't one there. Has to go back out wide to the right. KSA so often find that ball over the top to get in behind teams. Space isn't there so far tonight. Atlanta regains possession. Long ball, but Atlanta can reset here. Pavlovsky back out wide. William inside to Sandoval, back to Pavlovsky. Big switch to the right. Better here from KSA in the buildup. Pavlovsky in the middle third. Flicked forward. Cleared by Lanza. Lanza's tucking in a lot as a third center back. Dijon is in again behind. Squares it. Herlock can't get there. Howard knocks it back to Herlock. Drop back to Hutzel. Herlock. 1-2 with Howard. Herlock into the 18. Cuts it back. Tried to let that ride through. Tiente clears it. Lanza slows up the turn. KSA unable to find the connection down the left side. Hadley and Lanza had that covered. Thrown in. Kyle Jansen. Over to Ollie Wagner. Into the 15th minute. Atlanta with the 2-0 lead. 2 goals from Matthew Dijon. Sliding challenge there from Romero. Knocks it forward, but KSA back on it and into the attacking third down the right. Crossed in. Jansen can't hold it. He's got reinforcements, though. Miles Hadley clears it. Low bouncing cross that Jansen couldn't hold. Hadley clears, throw KSA. Flicked back out wide to Simon William. Left-footed cross. Headed away by Wagner. Atlanta forces the turnover on the far side. Battling for it, but not winning it. Seamus Streelman. But the initial ball was offside. Let's go back to the opportunity that Hadley was able to clear. Sandoval at the top of the 6th thought he had found himself a gift. Jansen was unable to hold the cross, but Miles Hadley, who started his youth career at Inter Atlanta, he makes the play. Foul on the far side. That's going to be a free kick for Atlanta. Not sure what the arguments were over there, but we're back underway. Lanza. Hutzel. Patrick Okonkwo has moved over to the right for KSA. Wagner, Hutzel, Michael Howard. Lanza puts his foot on top of the ball, creates that lane and goes. Lanza takes off through the middle. Sean Lanza, the right back, dribbling across to the left. Out wide to Streelman. Seamus Streelman trying to turn the corner on that far side. Can't pull it off. Nicely defended by KSA. Going to be a goal kick. Leites. Dampfa gets it to Pavlovsky. Herlock almost jumped into that. Tiente cuts it back. It's back to Pavlovsky. Slips a pass through. Sandoval back to Tiente. Out wide to the right to Okonkwo. Patrick Okonkwo driving through the middle. Rips a shot over the bar. Okonkwo trying to make something happen for KSA in the 18th minute. Take another look at this from the former Atlanta United homegrown. Nice build-up play from KSA. And Okonkwo got the inside lane. Able to split two. Took the shot from about 25. Wasn't able to put it on frame. Romero fouled from behind. Free kick, Atlanta. Took it a little too quickly. Turned over. 2-0 Atlanta United's Academy over KSA here in Marietta, Georgia, the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta training ground. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. I'm Jason Longshore. Spinning into the middle. It's a nice turn by KSA. Trying to slip the pass through to William. Cut out. Picked up by Romero. He's grabbed. He fights through it. And then the foul's on Romero. Tricky one as Romero was initially grabbed. Advantage was played, but in the advantage, Romero committed the foul, trying to get back on it as he fouled Pavlovsky. It's a free kick at midfield for KSA. Pavlovsky might need a little attention here. Pavlovsky goes off on the far side. KSA will play with 10 momentarily. Free kick played short to Tiente. KSA in the middle third. They've moved the pieces around a little bit. Dampfa moves over to the left side of the back line. Pavlovsky steps back on and receives that pass. Tiente. Sandoval. KSA trying to get into the attacking half on the right side now. Okonkwo manages that with a nice turn. He was grabbed and he was fouled. It's a good battle on that far side. Seamus Streelman against Patrick Okonkwo. Good test for Streelman against a player who's got quite a bit of professional experience in Patrick Okonkwo. Big switch comes up a little bit short. It's intercepted. Howard juggling his way into the attacking half. Romero. Back to Lanza. Jansen. Wagner. You can see Atlanta's a little tilted in the way that they build up as Lanza staying at home primarily. Although he is prone to take that long dribbling run like we saw earlier. Streelman pushing up very high on the left. It's something we've seen Atlanta United's teams do quite a bit this year, with either Brooks Lennon or Caleb Wiley staying at home quite a bit, becoming a third center back at times. Wiley did that a lot as the year went on. Herlock. Herlock is dispossessed on that far side. Atlanta wins it back. It was Herlock trying to get it to Dijon. Sandoval flicks it inside. Opportunity here for KSA. Okonkwo had tucked in just a little bit. Now he gets it out wide on the right. Drop back to Sandoval. Edge of the 18. Sandoval flicks it in, gets it back, rides off a challenge, skips past another. Junior Sandoval, 1-2 into the 18. Shot saved by Kyle Jansen. Sandoval combining his way through the midfield into the 18. But the final effort right at Jansen, who makes the comfortable save. Midway through the first half, Sean Lanza plays it long. Herlock. Dampfa wins the aerial duel. KSA resets back to Pleites. Romero steps up to challenge Pavlovsky. Pass through the middle. Lanza trying to get on it. Dampfa stepped up for KSA. Dampfa into the 18. Can't get through. Goes down in a heap. Dampfa landed on Wagner, who was with him every step of the way. Drop back to Jansen. No foul called there, just making sure that Dampfa was okay. It looked like he landed on the back, or on the boots with his back on Wagner. Wagner up the left side. Dejan tries to turn into the middle. Romero tries to win it back. It's going to be a throw for Okonkwo instead. Tiente, Pavlovsky. Flick through, Sandoval trying to win it. Hutzel gets a touch. Foul called. Jersey's being grabbed. Going to be a free kick here for KSA, 30-plus yards out. Take another look at that one. Almost a tag team wrestling match there. KSA gets the pin. They get the free kick. Tiente standing over it. +30 out. Tiente might have this in his range. Chips it in instead, headed wide. Nicely delivered by Tony Tiente, but the header is wide of the post. Delicate ball there from Tiente, and the header not on frame. Jansen was frozen at that point. I'm not sure if he would have been able to get to it. Plays the goal kick up the left. KSA on it in the middle third, 26th minute. Back across to Luke Savory. William can't get past Lanza. Howard runs it down, but that's intercepted. Savory fouled from behind. Lanza and Savory both shoving. Referee gets everybody under control here. We'll see how it's handled. I believe Lanza's going to get a yellow card for the shove. Savory gets it for the jersey grab, I think. It'll be a free kick KSA. See the coming together here of Savory and Lanza. Both shoving. Yeah, not a jersey grab, just both shoved. Yellows both ways, Lanza and Savory. And it's another free kick for Tiente. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock gets his head to it. Jansen comes for it, doesn't catch it cleanly. Herlock clears. Follow-up shot over the bar. Good look there on the follow-up. Unable to keep the shot down. Take another look at it. Tiente. Good delivery again. Herlock got his head to it. Jansen wasn't able to punch it wide. Sandoval had the opportunity that was blocked. And then the follow-up shot over the bar. KSA right back into the 18. Atlanta able to repel that attack. They go long, don't connect. Playtest. Drop back to Kevin Diaz. Long over the top. Simon William. Back to Savory. Into the middle, Tiente. Denied by Herlock, drops it back. Flick through. Flag is up. 29th minute. Free kick Atlanta. Two goals from Matthew Dijon have the Young Five Stripes in the lead. Result holds, they will win the regular season title tonight. Jansen. Looking for Dijon. Kamani Irving let that one ride. Headed forward, Irving slams it forward. Sandoval up chasing. Jansen will get there instead and give it to Wagner. Wagner's pass intercepted by Tiente. Another foul, free kick. Campbell Reese commits the foul this time. Lots of set piece opportunities for KSA. Another look at what happened in this last one. Reese committed the foul. Player backing into him. You could see the little bit of a grab. That's going to get the free kick opportunity for Tiente. Just outside of 30 yards. Chipped in once again. Headed, saved by Jansen. The flag was up. Save won't count, but it's an outstanding one from Kyle Jansen. Great delivery from Tiente once again, and Jansen with the point-blank save. Offside decision goes against KSA. Jansen plays it up into the wind. You can see it kind of get knocked down. Dijon wasn't able to connect with it. And it's Tony Tiente down the right for KSA. Sandoval out wide. Gets it back. Trying to turn the corner to get into the 18. Too much traffic for that to happen. It's back to KSA. Irving. Played across. Streelman there to defend. Drop back to Diaz. He plays it forward. Foul in the run there. As Wagner went tumbling. Free kick Atlanta in the 32nd minute. Streelman on the left. Tries to play that down the line, canceled out by Diaz. Throw from Romero. Back from Wagner. Forward to Streelman. He's able to skip past one sliding challenge. It's a good one from Diaz. Streelman down. KSA with an opportunity to break. Tiente, Savory, Diaz. Back to Tony Tiente. Turns to the left. Kevin Diaz. Kamani Irving. Savory. All in the middle third here for KSA. Sandoval. KSA's had a good bit of possession here in the middle third. And Atlanta Atlanta's frankly been pretty content to let them have it. Chipped forward. Volleyed out. Atlanta trying to settle this. They do. Opportunity here down the right. Herlock. Herlock into the 18. Right-footed shot. Playtez makes the save. And he's got reinforcements on the far side to get to it. Great turn from Steven Herlock. Ball played forward by Michael Howard. Atlanta dropping back into a line of 5 at times. Howard becoming a wingback on the right. Okonkwo. Let's drop back to Irving. Over to Diaz. Pass forward to Junior Sandoval. Up the right side, combination falls to Okonkwo. Top of the 18, shot saved by Jansen. Corner KSA. Another nice turn and drive from Patrick Okonkwo, but Kyle Jansen denies him at the near post. Okonkwo able to split the lanes there. Something Atlanta will have to deal with at halftime, as Okonkwo's had a few of those today. Free kick on the far side. In swinger upcoming. Delivered to the back post. Headed away by Lanza. Settled by KSA. Savory. Back post. Headed down. Okonkwo saved by Jansen again. Kyle Jansen putting on a show tonight. Patrick Okonkwo denied on the doorstep. Another corner for KSA. 36th minute. This will also be an in-swinger. Floated to the backside. Headed straight up. Took a deflection. Going to be in a corner. Complaints from Atlanta United's players. Go back to the last opportunity and save from Jansen. Okonkwo got into a great spot, headed back across, but Kyle Jansen made himself big and made the save. Another in-swinger into the 6 over the bar. Almost turned into an Olympico attempt, but Jansen had that covered if he needed to. Goal kick, Atlanta. 2-0 as you can hear the wind picking up here in Atlanta. 56 degrees, feels like 54. I would like to take issue with that number. And that wind is really whipping. It feels a lot colder than 54. Jansen blasts it through the wind. Referee plays advantage. Pop forward looking for Herlock. Doesn't get to him. KSA back on it. Wagner heads it forward. Foul this time called as Romero's foul. Short to Romero. Tries to turn on Tiente. Two players who've battled in training here at this facility many a time. KSA turns it over. Sandoval. Defended by Hadley. Out wide to the right. Tiente up the line. Sandoval able to run through a couple of arm tackles. Over to Savory. Up the left side. William goes in line, cross deflected by Howard. Another corner for KSA. Michael Howard's played a lot of wingback on this right side. He's able to stay step for step with Simon William. Left foot gets across to block the cross. Another in-swinging corner here from the visitors. Near post this time, headed across. Jansen gets to it. Foul is called as he collides with a KSA player, but Jansen got to that. Was fearless going for it. Draws the foul and the free kick as Diaz was just a step late to it. Watch Jansen here. No hesitation as it comes through. He knows he's going to get hit. He's okay, and he'll take the free kick himself. Big night for Kyle Jansen. Big night for Matthew DeJean. And Atlanta has the 2-0 lead in the 40th minute. Okonkwo knocks that one down. KSA back on it. Atlanta able to regain possession. Can they get into the attacking half? No, no foul. Okonkwo, top of the 18, rifles off a shot. Jansen makes another save, holds it. That one had a lot of topspin on it from Okonkwo. Jansen was able to smother it. Punts this one long over the head of DeJean. Diaz knocks it down. Irving. Chipped forward. Sandoval trying to get to it. Lanza will blast it over the end line. Going to be a corner. The wind is playing some tricks on both of these teams. It's mostly at the back of KSA, although it's kind of swirling a little bit. Sometimes at their back, sometimes across in our face as you're looking at the screen. Gonna try something different here. An outswinger this time from KSA. See if the different approach yields different results. Floated into the 6. Jansen punches it clear. Foul called in front. Free kick Atlanta. It's been a good test for Atlanta United's academy here tonight as they got the 2-goal lead. Had to deal with a lot of set pieces here lately. See if we can pick out the foul on this. The shove there pushed Hadley into the goalkeeper, Jansen. It's an easy call to make. Jansen plays the free kick long. Atlanta not able to keep much possession tonight. Hutzel pops it forward. Herlock almost makes something happen. Michael Howard brings it down, turns. Dribbles through the middle. That pass is knocked away. Diaz got to it first. Tiente out wide to the right to Okonkwo. Okonkwo trying to turn the corner. Draws the throw. Back to Tiente. Up the right side, flicked into the middle to Tiente. Turns to the left, able to find a little bit of space for Diaz. Diaz defended by Herlock. Drop back to William. Herlock can't win it cleanly, but he does get a throw out of it. With the 2-goal lead, Atlanta's defended in a line of 5 quite a bit tonight. Lanza's tucked in to be the third center back. Howard and Streelman as the wing backs. Good experience for these young Atlanta players, mostly 16, 17, maybe an 18-year-old in the mix. How to hold on to a lead against a talented, experienced team in KSA. team that needs the points to climb the ladder. They're not guaranteed of a home playoff game as things stand now. Sandoval. William cuts to the left, has Sandoval. William dumped to the ground behind the play. Advantage played. Okonkwo loses out. Streelman got to it first. Atlanta just clears. William picking himself up behind the play. Tiente. Sliding tackle's a good one from Hutzel. Into the middle, Romero. Picks out Herlock. Herlock wants to go to the outside, cuts back in, can't beat Diaz on the dribble. Diaz stood up by Herlock, has to go backwards. Savory, Pleites. 45th minute. See how much stoppage time we get here in the first half. Maybe a minute or two. KSA back into that middle third. William. Up the left side, Sandoval. Double team there from Hutzel and Hadley. Jansen able to clear. Brought down by Diaz. Inside to Irving. He turns. Outside of the right foot ball. Streelman gets to it, clears it. Throw KSA, edge of the attacking third. See if we can spot how much stoppage time we'll get here. I believe that is 3 minutes. The binoculars come in handy tonight. Atlanta down the left. Herlock unable to get in behind Diaz. Drop back to Pleites. Savory. Inside to Irving. Irving. Down the left. Simon William. Good first touch into the 18. Pops it across to the back post. No one home except for Ollie Wagner. Jansen. Big boot forward. Irving wins the header, but it falls to Luke Hutzel. Streelman back to Hutzel. Hutzel trying to make a long run down the left. Unable to get to it. Back to Pleites. Savory. Diaz. Tiente pulling the strings for KSA tonight. Irving gets it back. Savory passes forward. Sandoval knocked away by Romero. We've got about 90 seconds to go here in first half stoppage time. Sandoval stood up by Romero. A little bit too much with the elbows from Sandoval trying to create space. Romero not a big fan of it. Sandoval having a debate with the referee. Romero stood his ground. Got a couple of elbows in that sequence. Nothing egregious, but he gets the foul. Atlanta will reset. Jansen. Headed away, Okonkwo. Defended by Wagner. Wagner commits the foul with the push in the back. Ball was rolling on that free kick. They'll do it again. Tiente. Flick forward. Sandoval out wide. Played into the 18. Tiente can't bring it down. Clearance is straight up. Sandoval pushes into Hadley. He's able to head it away. Hutzel pops a volley forward. Romero slams it forward. KSA player down. They wanted a foul. They don't get it. Diaz. Over to the right to Irving. Down the middle. Sandoval lets it go. Savory will run it down. Maybe the last play of the first half. Maybe one more. Blocked by Howard. Corner KSA. Past the 3 minutes, this will probably be it for the first half. And honestly, KSA might want to hurry this up. They are going to be allowed to take it. Savory will set up to hit this with the left foot. Hand in the air, out swinger. Back post, headed down by Irving. It's right back to Savory, and the whistle will blow for halftime. 2 goals from Matthew Dijon, a few top-notch saves from Kyle Jansen, and Atlanta United's Academy leading 2-0 over KSA Pro Profile here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Opportunity to grab a refreshment or two. Come back and join us for the second half in about 15 minutes. Thanks for watching on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. We'll be back just after this.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Ford runs it down. That's intercepted. Savory fouled from behind. Lanza and Savory both shoving. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock gets his head to it. Jansen comes for it, doesn't catch it. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock. Howard runs it down. That's intercepted. Savory fouled from behind. Lanza and Savory both shoving. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock gets his head to it. Jansen comes for it, doesn't catch it. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock gets his head to it. Jansen comes for it, doesn't catch it cleanly. Herlock clears. Chasing. Jansen will get there instead and give it to Wagner. Wagner's pass intercepted by Tiente. Player backing into him. You could see the little bit of a grab. That's going to get the free kick opportunity for Tiente. Just outside of 30 yards. Chipped in once again. Headed, saved by Jansen. Throw from Romero. Back from Wagner. Forward to Streelman. He's able to skip past one sliding challenge. It's a good one from Diaz. Streelman down. Opportunity here down the right. Herlock. Herlock into the 18. Right-footed shot. Plate has. Up the right side. Combination falls to Okonkwo. Top of the 18. Shot saved by. Delivered to the back post. Headed away by Lanza. Settled by KSA. Savory. Back post. Headed down. Okonkwo. Saved by Jansen again. Referee plays advantage. Pop forward looking for Herlock. Doesn't get to him. KSA back on it. Wagner heads it forward. Foul this time called. Up the left side. William goes in line. Cross deflected by Howard. Another in-swinging corner here from the visitors. Near post this time. Headed across. Jansen gets to it. Able to regain possession. Can they get into the attacking half? No. No foul. Okonkwo. Top of the 18. Rifles off a shot. Jansen. Gonna try something different here. An outswinger this time from KSA. See if the different approach yields different results. Floated into the 6. Jansen punches it clear. Foul called in front. Free kick. Diaz defended by Herlock. Drop back to William. Herlock can't win it cleanly, but he does get a throw out of it. They're not guaranteed of a home playoff game as things stand now. Sandoval. William cuts to the left, has Sandoval. William dumped to the ground behind the play. Irving down the left. Simon William, good first touch into the 18. Pops it across to the back post. No one home. Sandoval knocked away by Romero. We've got about 90 seconds to go here in first half stoppage time. Sandoval stood up by Romero. A little bit too much. Can't bring it down. Clearance is straight up. Sandoval pushes into Hadley. He's able to head it away. Hutzel pops a volley forward. Hand in the air, out swinger. Back post, headed down by Irving. In the booth. KSA trying to make things happen in the attacking third. Sliding challenge. 3 options for KSA. Wall is set. Just over 28 yards out. Tiente into the wall. Follow-up opportunity. Slice. Reese. Through the middle and flicked on. Here comes Matthew Dijon. Into the 18. Rifles a shot into the upper net. Goal, goal, goal. That's won by Hutzel. He plays it across. Opportunity here for Dijon to add to the Golden Boot lead. Goal. Knocks it forward, but KSA back on it and into the attacking third down the right. Crossed in. Jansen can't hold it. Slips a pass through. Sandoval back to Tiente. Out wide to the right to Okonkwo. Patrick Okonkwo driving through the middle. Rips a shot. KSA trying to get into the attacking half on the right side now. Okonkwo manages that with a nice turn. He was grabbed and he was fouled. Edge of the 18. Sandoval flicks it in, gets it back, rides off a challenge, skips past another. Junior Sandoval, 1-2 into the 18. Shot saved by Romero. Steps up to challenge Pavlovsky. Pass through the middle, Lanza trying to get on it. Dampfa stepped up for KSA. Dampfa into the 18, can't get through, goes. Flick through, Sandoval trying to win it. Hutzel gets a touch. Foul call. 30 plus out. Tiente might have this in his range. Chips it in instead, headed in the booth. KSA trying to make things happen in the attacking third. Sliding challenge. 3 options for KSA. Wall is set. Just over 28 yards out. Tiente into the wall. Follow-up opportunity. Slice. Reese. Through the middle and flicked on. Here comes Matthew Dijon. Into the 18. Rifles a shot into the upper net. Goal, goal, goal. That's won by Hutzel. He plays it across. Opportunity here for Dijon to add to the Golden Boot lead. Goal. Knocks it forward, but KSA back on it and into the attacking third down the right. Crossed in. Jansen can't hold it. Slips a pass through. Sandoval back to Tiente. Out wide to the right to Okonkwo. Patrick Okonkwo driving through the middle. Rips a shot. KSA trying to get into the attacking half on the right side now. Okonkwo manages that with a nice turn. He was grabbed and he was fouled. Edge of the 18. Sandoval flicks it in, gets it back, rides off a challenge, skips past another. Junior Sandoval, 1-2 into the 18. Shot saved by Romero. Steps up to challenge Pavlovsky. Pass through the middle. Lanza trying to get on it. Dampfa stepped up for KSA. Dampfa into the 18. Can't get through. Goes down. Flick through. Sandoval trying to win it. Hutzel gets a touch. Foul. 30 plus out. Tiente might have this in his range. Chips it in instead. Headed wide. Howard runs it down. That's intercepted. Savory fouled from behind. Lanza and Savory both shoving. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock gets his head to it. Jansen comes for it, doesn't catch it. Right-footed delivery. Floated into the top of the 6. Herlock gets his head to it. Jansen comes for it, doesn't catch it cleanly. Herlock clears. Up chasing. Jansen will get there instead and give it to Wagner. Wagner's pass intercepted by Tiente. Player backing into him. You could see the little bit of a grab. That's going to get the free kick opportunity for Tiente. Just outside of 30 yards. Welcome back to the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta training ground here in Marietta, Georgia. UPSL Georgia Premier Division final match day for Atlanta United's Academy. If they hold on to this 2-0 lead, they will finish the regular season as champions. KSA Pro Profile trying to overturn the 2-goal deficit. Matthew Dijon with 2 goals in the first 10 minutes for Atlanta. Kyle Jansen in goal, made a number of big saves in the middle and latter half of the first half. Atlanta in the all black with red trim, gold print. KSA in the all white, black numbers, black trim. KSA will be moving from left to right on your screens here in the second half. Referee checking his watch, making sure we're ready to roll. And let's kick it for 45 more minutes from Marietta. KSA to the back line. Unfortunately, we don't have all of the players identified from KSA Pro Profile. Apologies for that. Atlanta breaking through. Hutzel, tackle at the top of the 18. It's a good tackle from Irving. Ball pops back to Playtez. Henry Playtez, the longtime goalkeeper for KSA. Irving opens it up to the right side. Dijon giving chase. Touch inside from Streelman. Hadley gets to it. Hadley heads it down. Hutzel riding off a challenge. Opens it up to the right. Howard has the underlapping run from Reese into the side netting. Atlanta starting in the second half off hot just like they did in the first half. Not able to test Playtez that time. Campbell Reese put it into the side netting. Former Atlanta United 2 midfielder Tony Tiente through the middle for KSA. Patrick Okonkwo. Another player with 5 stripes ties. Okonkwo knocks it back. Pavlovsky over to the right. Inside to Tiente, right-footed shot, didn't catch it fully cleanly. Jansen with a comfortable save. And he'll bowl it out to the top of the 18. Campbell Reese. Relocated to Atlanta from Richmond United. A couple of former Richmond United players here with Atlanta in this match. Justin Enamorado on the bench tonight. Michael Howard. Out wide to Herlock. Herlock can't find the way through. Able to shield off the defender to win it back. Nice work from Herlock. The 1-2 with Hutzel. Going to be a free kick for Atlanta. Herlock's been impressive. He got the assist on the second goal from Dijon. Stephen Herlock committed to the University of Virginia. Fairly recent addition to the Atlanta United Academy, Herlock. Played for SSA last season in MLS Next. Kyle Jansen. Howard brings it down. Michael Howard squared inside to Pavel Romero. One more time to the left. Streelman chips it in. Playtez. Couple bounces off the top of the crossbar. The wind might have played some tricks on Streelman and Playtez that time. Was able to pop it up on top of the crossbar and it bounced twice. Never seen that. Take another look at how that one went down. Romero to the overlapping Streelman. I think he is actually going to goal there if you look at his body shape. Playtez may be caught a little by surprise, but he's able to make the play with a couple of hops off the top of the crossbar. Kimani Irving. Back to Diaz. Diaz the 1-2 with Pavlovsky. And now over to the left to Savory. Up the flank to William. Tiente. Got caught as he tried to turn over the ball. Tiente and Lanza, former Atlanta United 2 teammates. Foul's called on Tiente. Sean Lanza this summer spent time with the U.S. U17 national team, along with fellow Atlanta United Academy product Aiden Torres. Didn't make the final roster for the U.S. U17s. They're at the World Cup right now. They've clinched their spot in the knockout rounds. 2 wins. They won very early this morning over Burkina Faso, 2-1. Tiente, pass intercepted. Howard hits the through ball. Dijon's onside. Thought he had somebody closer to him. Dijon trying to play provider. Doesn't work out that time as Campbell Reese is a little further back than Dijon thought. Pavlovsky in the center circle. Spins around Hutzel. Down the right side, Okonkwo not going to win the foot race with Streelman. Seamus Streelman back inside to Jansen. His pass through the middle to Hutzel. Hutzel slides to the outside, back to Wagner. Jansen, Wagner. Out for a throw. Substitution coming for KSA. It's going to be Pavlovsky leaving the match. And it's El Hero Demis checking in, the number 10 for KSA. 52nd minute substitution. Referee not quite ready for that throw in to be taken. Irving does it for the second time. It's back to Kevin Diaz. Played back across. Streelman steps through to win it. Hutzel heads it forward. KSA back in possession. Down the right side. Streelman defending, cut back cross. Tiente trying to turn the corner to load up the right foot. Wasn't able to do it. Tried to draw the penalty. Wasn't able to pull that one off either. Streelman up the left side. Dijon doesn't get to it. Diaz back to Pleites. Tiente just couldn't quite get the right foot angle that he was looking for on that shot. Big switch from KSA. It's a good one. William brings it down, volleys it wide. Salon Williams had a couple of these opportunities. Go back to the one before with Tiente inside the 18. The cutback. And it's nice defending from Wagner and Hutzel. They just don't let Tiente turn the corner. Not enough contact to draw the foul there at the end. 2-0, 54th minute. Herlock intercepts a pass. Pavel Romero, longtime Atlanta United Academy player Romero. Nimble footwork from our referee. Atlanta back on it. Wagner. Hutzel. Reese, Romero, Hutzel. Midfield trio combining well. Jansen. Romero with the late run. He's onside. Pavel Romero. Goes in line, puts in a left-footed cross, caught by Pleites. Love the awareness there from Romero. I believe Dijon was in an offside position when that ball was played over the top, but Romero made the late run. He was on. Dijon stood his ground, gave himself up in the play. Almost worked out for Atlanta. Far side, Atlanta won it back for a moment. Here comes KSA, Junior Sandoval. Right-footed curler. Here comes KSA into the attacking third. Left-footed shot wide of that far post. Wasn't able to spin the hips around to curl that one in. Going back to that long diagonal to William. He's had a couple where he's taken it down well off that long switch. Last time he tried to pop it to the back post. This one he goes for the shot himself. This is that most recent opportunity for KSA. Sandoval started it. Lane opened up, but it's still a shot from 25 yards out. Doesn't test Jansen. Herlock for Atlanta down the right. Puts in the cross. Irving gets there in front of Dijon. Throw Atlanta. They'll take it on the far side. Romero unable to keep it. Cleared only as far as Hutzel. He'll reset. Lanza. Back to Jansen. Jansen with the big switch. Flag goes up as Streelman was in an offside position when that ball was hit. Gonna be a free kick for KSA. Gonna run that one down first. Make sure you subscribe to the Atlantic Soccer Media Group on YouTube. Get notifications of all the live broadcasts. You can also go back and watch games on demand as well. Playoffs right around the corner. You're going to want to get those notifications when the games are happening. KSA, Sandoval. Stood up by Howard. Still on it. Spins back to his right. Junior Sandoval. Pride of Centennial High School with the big switch. Trying to turn. Can't turn. Irving. Plays it back across. Romero with the interception. Herlock down the right side. Unable to turn the corner that time. Howard tries to win it back. Can't do it. Here comes KSA combining well. The cross. Okonkwo can't connect. Might have come off the shoelaces. Out for a goal kick. Patrick Okonkwo has had a couple of opportunities tonight. Jansen denied him twice. This time it's a really difficult ball to put on frame as you see Okonkwo get inside, trying to take that out of the air. Didn't make the strong connection. Jansen short to Romero. That's a wonderful ball from Pavel Romero. Howard launched forward, no foul. KSA with the counter. It's Okonkwo. Wagner slides across to get to it. Throw KSA right next to the corner flag. Nice tackle from Ollie Wagner. Go back to that through ball that Okonkwo was played in, but look at Wagner close down that space. Long strides from Ollie Wagner to get to it. KSA throws it into the 18. Tiente knocks it back. Still there for KSA. Left-footed shot blocked. Herlock top of the 18, can't keep it. Follow up into the back of the net. Goal, 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 KSA. 2-1, and we're going to have ourselves a match the rest of the way. Saman William with a great right-footed shot. The initial opportunity was blocked. Herlock couldn't keep it, and William just turns and fires. Great goal from Saman William. 2-1. KSA's cut the lead in half. And we got a little over 30 minutes to go here in Marietta. Game was developing a little bit of an edge to it late in the first half. Expect that to continue now that the game and the result is even tighter. 2-1 Atlanta United's Academy. Two games and 30 minutes to go in the regular season for KSA. There are the possible points for them to climb up even as far as first. They would need a whole lot of help for that to happen. But they can help themselves tonight if they can overturn this result. The momentum is with KSA. Kamani Irving played long, headed down. Tony Tiente on it again. Big switch. William drop back to Sandoval. Pops it up to himself. What a goal! 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 Junior Sandoval turning back the clock with that volley. And it's 2-2. Sandoval popped that up to himself when he received it back from William. One touch off the chest, one off the boot, volley past Jansen, and it's 2-2. Now we'll see how Atlanta's Academy players respond. Passed forward, intercepted. After Atlanta got the two early goals, kind of dropped off a bit after that. Took KSA a while to really find their footing here, but the second half they absolutely have. See if that high pressure comes back from Atlanta now. KSA plays through it initially. They're into the middle third. Drop back to Demise. Demise opens it up to the left. Overlapping run. The flag is up. Player coming back from an offside position. That was William. Simon William with a goal and an assist. Junior Sandoval with a golazo. Matthew Dijon with 2 goals. And we are 2-2. A draw would not win the regular season title for Atlanta United. They still could end up with it, but they would not clinch that by the end of the night. Would open the door for Dalton United. Atlanta trying to combine up the right side, turning it over. KSA with the throw down the line. Sandoval backing in. Lanza heads it forward. Howard inside for Romero, but Sandoval gets to it. Here comes KSA through the middle. Through ball knocked down by Streelman. It's back to Tiente with a right-footed shot, sliced wide. Goal kick, Atlanta. These are the kind of games that Atlanta United's academy players and coaches are looking for. The tests. So you see Tiente shot high and wide. Got to learn how to deal with these kinds of moments, adversity. It's a good start. Maybe got a little too comfortable there for a while. Herlock heads it forward. Dijon chasing. He's on 14 goals for the season. Playtez bombs it long, headed back. Dijon coming back from the offside position. Now he's reestablished. Irving plays it long. Jansen also plays it long. Picks out Streelman. Streelman tries to cut inside. Can't do it. Nothing there. Opportunity here for KSA. Turn. Lost his footing. One back by Wagner. Here comes Luke Hutzel. Seamus Streelman. Brought back to Campbell Reese. Miles Adley. Sean Lanza. Forward to Howard. Back to Romero. Change of pace. Romero through the middle. He's fouled by Demise. Free kick, Atlanta. Demise plays a little basketball over there, slamming the ball down. I think Romero was looking for the hand to help him up, didn't get it. So we take another look at the foul, kind of stepping into that challenge, Demise. Free kick, Romero. Overhit. Dijon was making the run to the back post. Goal kick. 65th minute, 2 early goals from Atlanta, 2 early second half goals from KSA. We are 2-2. See if Atlanta United can re-find that momentum that they had early on. We'll see if KSA can maintain the momentum that they found here in the second half. Okonkwo fouled by Wagner. Awkward landing for Patrick Okonkwo after the foul from Wagner. He's helped up. Free kick played short to Tiente. Tiente back on it. Into the middle to Demise. Ilhero Demise. Substitute in the second half for KSA. Irving. Demise. Diaz. Sandoval back to Tiente. Played into the middle. Hadley gets a touch to it but can't win it. Opportunity for KSA. Okonkwo didn't make the run that they thought he was going to make that time. Jansen will run it down. Tony Tiente back with KSA. It's a great story for UPSL Georgia's Premier Division. Started his run here in this division, in this league, with KSA. Turnover, here comes Atlanta. Get back to that in a second. Herlock squares it back inside. Hutzel back to the left. Has Seamus Streelman. Streelman with a curler. Headed away by Diaz. Back down for Romero. Cleared by Tiente. Hadley heads it out at midfield. Throw KSA. Tiente was a star with this KSA team. Played against the Atlanta United Academy team a couple of times, and last year some injuries with Atlanta United too, and he ended up joining the team on a short-term deal. Turned that into the end of the season deal in 2022 with USL Championship, and played in 2023 in MLS Next Pro for Atlanta United too. Back heel from Hutzel. That's a nice one to regain possession for Atlanta. Romero with the big switch over the head of Herlock. Tiente's contract expired with Atlanta United too. He's back with KSA for the stretch run here in this season. Hadley battling, won it. Do-si-do on that side, no foul. Now the foul's called. Miles Hadley. Good work to draw that foul. Hutzel through the middle. To Romero. Ooh, tried to find the through ball to Dijon. He was hand fighting with Irving. I think Irving did enough to prevent Dijon from making that run. Very close. Diaz. Tiente. Tiente also coaches with KSA. Ball played long, over hit for Okonkwo. Jansen will pick it up. Howard. Lanza spins around one. Skips it over to Wagner. Forward to Romero, back to Wagner, inside to Hadley. Hutzel. Back to Jansen. Over to Wagner. Pressure increasing from KSA. Wagner up the line. Streelman lets it ride. Cleared. Romero. High boot from Demise. Free kick Atlanta. Hutzel to Romero. Over to Sean Lanza. First time ball into the middle to Reese. Reese tries to spin and release Herlock. That's intercepted by Diaz. Crossing over into the 71st minute, 2-2. Atlanta needs the win to clinch the regular season title and the top seed. Otherwise, they're going to be scoreboard watching. Demise. Romero there to defend. It's back to Diaz. Over to Irving. Sandoval. Sandoval with a goal of the year candidate to make this 2-2. Squares to Tiente. A lot of space for Tony Tiente to take. Now wide to the right. Simon Williams has the overlap. Battle on that side. Atlanta wins the free kick. Herlock had come all the way back to follow that runner. He draws the foul. 8 goals this year for Stephen Herlock. First year with Atlanta United's academy. It's been a good season for Herlock. Flicked on. Out for a throw for Atlanta. Trying to regain the lead that they claimed very, very early tonight. Thrown into Romero. Down the line. Foul is called on the pass as the passer was chopped down, Romero. Tiente having a conversation with the referee. It's the leadership of a player like Tony Tiente. Probably diffusing that situation a little bit. Free kick Atlanta. Romero over it. KSA setting the line at the top of the 18. Driven into the penalty spot, just out of the reach of Matthew DeJean. KSA trying to find the outlet to clear. They do. Pass comes up a little short of Okonkwo, though. Hutzel regains it for Atlanta. Howard is fouled. Demise disagrees. Free kick. Hutzel. Romero. Now wide to the right. Lanza with the cross all the way to the backside. It's overplay, Tez. Streelman can't rescue it. Goal kick. .55 degrees, wind gusting up to 14 miles an hour. Has died down a little bit here in the last minute or two. Irving. Chested down by Sandoval. Doesn't find a teammate. Reese out wide to Streelman. Inside to Herlock. Romero opens it up to the right. Howard, cross. Canceled out at the top of the 6 by Irving. Tiente able to dodge one. Trapped in the corner. Has some help from Diaz. Diaz able to split 2 defenders. Pass up the line, though. Not enough real estate on that far side. Going to be a throw for Atlanta. Battle for it. Howard falls to Herlock. DeJean drops it back. Reese. Streelman cuts it back across. Dijon blocked. Herlock blocked. Simon William able to knock that wide. Going to be an Atlanta throw. Dijon and Herlock both trying to regain the lead for Atlanta United. Both blocked inside the 18. The ball from Streelman was excellent. Dijon blocked initially by Demise. Follow-up blocked as well by Diaz. KSA wins the throw on the far side as we go to the 76th minute. Draw for KSA would eliminate them from the top seed conversation. They still have games in hand. They have 2 to play after this. They wouldn't be able to catch Dalton United or Atlanta United with their final 2 games. If this finishes in a draw, Atlanta United's academy team, they're going to have to watch and hope that Dalton United drops points. Lanza with the throw down the line. Herlock able to turn. Diaz defending. Herlock into the corner. Can't get the cross in, still fighting for it. Wins it back. Herlock is knocked down. That's going to be a free kick, Atlanta. Stephen Herlock never gave up on it, even though the numbers were against him on that far side. Yellow card to Kevin Diaz. Herlock's perseverance, it wins this opportunity for Atlanta. He's triple teamed, and Diaz, kind of unnecessary there up against the touchline, commits the foul as Herlock was trapped. He earns a set piece. Can Atlanta make it count? Free kick. Headed away on the back post. Popped out. Opportunity here to break for KSA. Down the right side. Wagner's got that covered. Puts it back down the left flank. Streelman almost gets to her. Dijon almost got to that. But it's out for a throw for KSA. Good idea from Wagner to play that up the line. Subs coming on the far side for KSA, 2 of them. Simon Williams' night is done. He finishes with a goal and an assist. Pleites plays it long down the left, looking for a Okonkwo. Cleared by Lanza. Foul call on the far side, free kick Atlanta. Sean McKeever, one of the substitutes for KSA, the number 5. Up the right side, Atlanta trying to get a cross in. That's blocked. Throw in for the 5 stripes in the corner. 79th minute. KSA with 2 goals in very quick succession. Maybe running out of gas a little bit. Atlanta trying to get back on the accelerator. Headed forward. It's out for a KSA throw. KSA free kick, but not from that spot. Lemmy Phillips is the other player for KSA. number 30. Playing as the right winger. Be a free kick, Atlanta. Just over 22 yards out, but wide of that far side of the 18-yard box. Chipped in, top of the 6, headed away by Irving. Actually, last touch comes off of the Atlanta player. Irving was there defending. Last touch off of Howard. Goal kick, KSA. Yeah, Howard got to it in front of Irving. Put his header over the bar. Goal kick straight down the middle. Sandoval tries to flick it on, looking for Phillips. Wagner wins it. He's fouled from behind. Atlanta wanted the advantage play. Streelman had popped it inside to Dijon, but Wagner was sent flying by the substitute Phillips. Reese, good turn from him. Slips a pass through. Romero opens it up the right side to Michael Howard. Howard, top of the 18, into the 18. Cross blocked. Diaz gets to it. He clears it, goes through Howard's legs out for a corner. KSA a little wobbly defensively now as Atlanta's turning the pressure on. Atlanta no subs yet. Corner on the far side. Outswinger to the near post. Pops straight up. Headed away, volleyed out. Phillips knocks it back. Ball over the top. Jansen will be able to get to this one in front of Sandoval. He clears with the left foot. Irving puts it right back where it came from. Wagner wins the first header. Hadley wins the second. It's back to Jansen. Nice work from the two center backs for Atlanta United, Hadley and Wagner. Short to Hadley, back to Jansen, over to Lanza. Lanza turns the corner, dribbles forward, has Campbell Reese. Reese squares it to Luke Hutzel. First time ball out wide to Streelman. Streelman curls across in, looking for Dijon on the back post. That's canceled out by Diaz. Phillips keeps it in. Walking the tightrope on the touchline. Played into the middle to Tony Tiente. Holds off Hutzel. Tiente dribbles back. Gives it to Irving. Irving spins around Dijon. Kamani Irving clears along. Hadley brings it down. Popped into the middle to Romero. That's a good ball from Hadley. Romero able to turn. Dribbles past one. Still Pavel Romero. Now wide to Seamus Streelman. Streelman cuts it back. Romero, top of the 18. Looking for the 1-2. Finds it. Cross. Denied by Playtez. Great read from Henry Playtez. Gets there in front of it. Lanza, another great read. Steps in front of that distribution. Lanza out wide to the right to Herlock. Herlock, cross, blocked. Throw in on the far side for Atlanta. Go back to that last sequence with Romero and Howard. The nice 1-2. Romero trying to square it for Dijon, and Playtez dives at his feet to get to it. Another nice play from Playtez. 84th minute, KSA under a lot of pressure here from Atlanta United. 2-2, still the scoreline. Hadley heads it forward. Hutzel, Lanza, Reese, Luke Hutzel, Seamus Streelman. Streelman looking back inside, has Hutzel. Atlanta will restart with Wagner. Lanza just flicks it forward. Nice turn from Romero, but it's taken away on the second attempt. KSA looking for the through ball. Wagner has that covered. Back to Jansen. Jansen passes forward. Lanza turns it over. Tiente picks the pocket. Tony Tiente with a right-footed shot. Big save, Jansen. Right at him. He's able to knock it down to himself. Throws it out to Howard. 85th minute. Atlanta down the right. Herlock gets in behind, puts in the cross. Playtez steps in front again in front of Dijon. Henry Playtez having to make up the gaps for KSA defensively. Two nice plays. Claiming crosses, denying Matthew Dijon a hat trick. Kimani Irving up the right side. Streelman is there. Pops it back over his head, but he goes down. Streelman. Go back to that last one. This is the Romero and Howard combination play that Playtez was able to step in front of. Streelman went down after a big stretch to pop that over his head. We are late in this match, 86th minute. This is the last play from Playtez. Herlock with the cross. Playtez was able to get to it in front of Matthew Dijon. Streelman being stretched out here, might be cramping up. Diaz as well for KSA, same thing, off to our left. The shot from Tiente that was saved by Jansen. Hit it well, Tony Tiente, but it was right at Kyle Jansen. Diaz is back up and okay. Streelman is back up and not okay. Atlanta going to have to make a sub on the far side. This is the first sub of the night for Atlanta United. Trying to get eyes on it to see who is checking in. Can't imagine that Streelman's going to be able to continue. Believe it is Juan Hermanigildo. Two Hermanigildo brothers in this group for Atlanta United. This is Juan, number 50. Streelman was playing as a left wing back. It looks like Hermanigildo will go to the right side. Howard will come over to the left. Thrown in, Hutzel intercepts. Romero stood up by Irving. He's fouled. Yellow card to Kimani Irving. Going to be a free kick for Atlanta. Romero has been fouled a few times pretty hard tonight. Throw in just intercepted by Hutzel. You see Irving not trying to play the ball there. Goes straight into the chest of Pavel Romero with the shoulder. And now Diaz back down. KSA will make a substitution. Thought Diaz was going to be okay, but he will not be. A sub on the far side for KSA. Made the mistake of mentioning that the wind had died down a little while ago. It's back with a vengeance. 89th minute. Kevin Diaz unable to finish this one out. He's getting replaced for the stretch run. "80 seconds of regulation to play. Probably not a lot of stoppage time. Romero back to Hutzel. 2-2. Atlanta needs a goal to win the regular season title. Jansen puts that out for a throw. Back to Tiente. Pops it forward. That's volleyed away. Looking for Herlock. Doesn't bring it down the first time. Passed forward by Hutzel. Dijon back to Romero. Romero Stood up by Okonkwo. Over to Campbell Reese. Reese, Romero, out wide to the right. Hermanagildo. Drop back. Reese tries to combine with Hutzel. They can't do it. Hadley steps up to win it for Atlanta. Okonkwo down. Wagner out wide to the left. Herlock. Herlock cuts in on the right foot. Curls one over the bar. Got under that one a little bit, Stephen Herlock. Play will stop with Okonkwo down. He's back to his feet. Flexing that right arm. See him down there. Atlanta attacked. Herlock. Referee didn't stop the play. Herlock with that shot over the bar. Looked good coming off of his right foot. Didn't quite catch what the fourth official put up for stoppage time. I think it was 5. Phillips fouled. Free kick KSA. Will there be any late game heroics from either one of these teams? It's KSA right now looking for it. Phillips cuts in on the left. Drops it back to Okonkwo. Through ball. It's a good one from Okonkwo. The cross overcooked and out for a goal kick. Goal kick Atlanta. They need a goal to win the regular season title. Otherwise, they need some help. Dalton United very happy with the second half comeback from KSA. Foul called. Free kick Atlanta. Hutzel over to the right. Hermanagildo. Trying to turn. Pops it down the line, looking for Herlock. It's out for an Atlanta throw. Atlanta overloading the right side. Headed into the middle. Dijon headed in the direction of Hutzel. Out wide to Herlock. Dijon back to his feet. Herlock, tricky dribbles, puts in a cross, out for the goal kick. Playtez sets that up for the goal kick. It's bombed long by Irving. Headed forward. Howard. Put it right back. KSA reclaims it. Phillips. Dribbling on Wagner. Phillips. Big step over. Lost his footing. Wagner has to clear. Corner for KSA. Late in this one. Go back to that last opportunity. Herlock got to the end line, but didn't get the cross to the back post where Howard was waiting. Outswinging corner from Patrick Okonkwo. Low to the near post. Unable to be controlled by Junior Sandoval. Goal kick Atlanta. Jansen. Too much on that one. Was looking to release Howard. Throw in KSA at midfield. So we're down to about 80 seconds of stoppage time. Wagner and Phillips battling. Hadley ends up claiming it. Back to Jansen. Out for another throw. Phillips chested down. Howard turns it back. Wagner. Phillips. It's Phillips who comes away with it. He's tripped up. Free kick KSA. KSA can steal this one here. Tony Tiente will stand over it. It's Tiente with the right foot. Deep in second half stoppage time. Tiente, back post. Headed away by Hadley. Flying volley attempt. Blocked. Out for a corner. Conquo was claiming handball, didn't get it. This has got to be the last opportunity for KSA. An in-swinger from the far side. Crowded 18-yard box. Here's the delivery. Floated to the top of the 6. Volleyed away. Herlock will get under it. Couldn't turn the corner. It's back to Irving. We're still going here past the 5. Sandoval was offside on that big switch. That's not the final whistle. Free kick, Atlanta. Lance is going to leave it for Jansen. Jansen plays it long. Headed away by Demise. Reese wins it back with Hutzel. Here comes Atlanta United's Academy. Herlock into the 18. Low shot, wide of the far post. And that will do it here in Marietta. 2 early goals for Atlanta United. 2 second half goals from KSA. And they finish 2-2. Matthew Dijon takes the Golden Boot lead with 14 now on the season, 2 tonight. But it wasn't enough for these 5 stripes. KSA with a great second half opening. Saman William with the opening goal for KSA, and Junior Sandoval with an absolute golazo to share the points tonight. Atlanta United's Academy team had a chance to win the regular season crown in the Premier Division. They still do have a chance, but they're going to need Dalton United to drop some points. KSA's chances of winning the regular season crown are gone. They have 2 more games as they try to make sure that they claim a home playoff match. A great one here at the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Training Ground finishes 2-2. Thanks for hanging out with us on the ASMG YouTube channel. For the whole crew here in Marietta, I'm Jason Longshore signing off. Make sure you subscribe to ASMG on YouTube and get notifications of all the upcoming matches. Plenty of games to come as we're headed to the playoffs here in the regular season. Adios, everybody.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.